this is the very first time that my TBR is shorter than my wrap-up of January. And I am so proud of myself. Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise Pages on Instagram, and welcome to a new video. And today's video is going to be my February TBR. Before I start, I want to say that once again we are filming separately. Both of us have exams and everything is very busy, so in order to get this video up on time, we decided to film apart. So Femke's TBR is coming, I promise. Maybe it's already online, I don't know. In any case, we decided to film apart, so that's why you're only seeing me today. I also want to say that I think this is the very first time that my TBR is shorter than my wrap-up of January. And I am so proud of myself. That said though, I want to get into the books that I want to read in February. Again, I want to start off by saying that a lot of the books that you will eventually see on my February wrap-up will be books that I have to read for university, hence why I try to sort of dial down the amount of books that I put on my TBR for February, because I don't want to overstretch my own mind, and the fact that I'm already reading 10 to 15 books for university is so much that I need time to finish everything. But without further ado, let's get into the books that I want to read. The first few books that I want to mention are ones that I'm sort of taking from January to February, and those are the books that I'm super excited about. The first one being King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. This is the first in the Nikolai duology by Leigh Bardugo, and I'm so excited to see what will happen in this book. I loved seeing the writing style change from Shadow and Bone to Six of Crows, and I'm excited to see how it sort of transpires into King of Scars. I'm just super excited to see what will happen, and Nikolai is one of my absolute favorite characters ever, so I'm very excited to see what will happen to my precious little baby. The second book I'm taking with me to February is The Kingdom of Copper. I have the first book here, which is City of Brass. The Kingdom of Copper came out on the 22nd of January, I think. I just didn't have time to read it in January, so I'm deciding to read it in February because it is such a highly anticipated read for me, and I just need to know what happens. Also, how stunning is the cover? Seriously? I don't have the book here yet because the cover that I want won't come out until February somewhere. So let's hope I can finally get my hands on it by that point. But you know, we'll see how everything goes. I'm just super excited for this book, and that's why I decided to take that book from January with me to February, because I need to finish it. I need to start it too, but I also want to finish it. The next book I don't have yet, but I have ordered it, and that is a book that I'm going to be reading with two of my friends. I'll be buddy reading this book with Amber and Femke as well. We are going to be reading The Puppy War, and I've heard so many good things about this book that I'm just generally really excited to see what it is all about. I think it will be bloody brilliant, since I've heard nothing but good things, and I literally need this book right now. I know that the second one is also coming out this year, so it's kind of in preparation for book 2, even though it probably would have been better if I waited a little bit longer, so I don't have this gigantic gap between both of them. But, you know, I want to read it now, so we are going to be reading it in February. The next book, and the semi-to-last book that I've picked for myself, is maybe a little bit surprising to you, and that is Little Women by Louise May Alcott. I've been into reading classics a little bit, and considering I watched the movie and I know that my mom loves this story, I want to see if I love it just as much. So I'll be picking this up, hopefully, in the month of February as well. And I think there's also a new movie coming up with this book. I'm not completely sure, but I think there is. So yeah, I'm just generally really excited to see if I like the book as much as I liked the old series. The last book that I've picked for myself is a small one that I think I can fit somewhere in between to keep things nice and light, and that is Fire and Heist. I got this book in the December Fairy Loot box, and I know that there was a readathon, read-along in January of this book. Also know that Femke read it in January and wasn't the biggest of fans, but I still really want to give this a go, and considering it's pretty small, I think I can finish this. really fast. The last one is actually challenged by Femke, and that is a graphic novel, and the one she is challenging me is Monstrous. I don't know too much about it. I do know that there are 3 volumes so far, or in total, I don't know. I don't know a lot about this, to be fair, only that it is a graphic novel. Only that it's a graphic novel. And I think Femke quite enjoyed it. I'll be borrowing that from her, but I haven't gotten it yet, so you know, that's coming somewhere. And also I think a pretty easy read. I asked Femke specifically to give me a book that is easily read because of the workload that I have for university next month, and she gave me this one, so I'm very, very happy about that. And then she can just challenge me a very big book in March or April or May. We'll see how it goes. That concludes what I want to read in February, or at least have on my TBR for my own personal enjoyment. A lot of the books that I will also be reading in February are ones that, one, I have not picked myself or will not enjoy at all. So pray for me, pray for me. I hope to survive February. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of reading in February, but not necessarily because I want to read those books. That, however, is the end of this video, and I want to thank you all for watching. Comment down below the books you want to read in February. I'm very excited to see. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and press that little bell icon so you get post notifications every single time that we post. And I will see you guys the next time. Bye!